Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit or Zappy here, back with more Haikyuu. We're on episode 2 of season 3 now. So yeah, we are getting on our way with the Shiratorizawa versus Karasuno matchup. It's the final. So whoever wins this goes to the nationals, right? So big stakes, big stakes. I mean, when it comes to it, I kind of just see Shiratorizawa winning. Like if Karasuno were to come out beating Seijo for the first time on a competitive stage and then immediately beating Shiratorizawa afterward, that would be fucking nuts. That would be mental. I just can't see it happening. I can feel like they're going to give them a run for their money, but I don't think they're going to, I don't think Karasuno are going to beat them. So yeah, we'll see what the crack is. I'm sure it's going to be an entertaining match regardless, so, you know what I mean, I'm excited either way. So yeah, like pretty much the only thing I want to mention is the fact that, well, first of all, it's 5 sets, so that's great. It'll take us through these 10 episodes. But also that Ushijima is actually left-handed. So I imagine either that put off Nishinoya so that he couldn't hit it, so he couldn't get the right stance. He couldn't figure out where it was coming from because it was too late. Like obviously it was too fast, or Ushijima just hit it that hard anyway, and like Nishinoya was just pointing out the fact that he was left-handed anyway. I guess it could be either or. But yeah, that's all I'm going to really talk about for this pre-discussion. We're just going to get straight into episode 2 and see what happens, shall we? So let's go. Okay, so episode 2. I'm guessing Satori is a middle blocker then. I mean, I'm guessing so. Considering how you were saying, like, if you want to beat Ushijima, then you have to beat me. So my guess is he is a middle blocker. It's funny. I can't help but like feel like, I don't know if I'm looking too much into like the imagery of the like the show, but like they have the whole, every time they show it, it's always one eagle versus multiple crows. So I was always under the impression that, all right, well the threat is Ushijima, and well that's clearly obvious, you know what I mean? Like obviously the rest of the team is still good, but I don't know, when I'm looking at the imagery and it's just one eagle, I imagine that one eagle is supposed to represent Ushijima versus Karasuno. So when Ukai is like saying like, oh, we need to come up with like an anti Ushijima thing, I feel like, you know what I mean, that's the whole idea, is to if you can take Ushijima like pretty much out of the game, then it becomes like, you know what I mean, then it's like winnable essentially. Which is what I feel like the imagery is there for. I think that's what's going for. Yeah, we'll see. I've just realized this. I'm gonna have to cherish this match because this could very well be, and I think it will be, the last match that the third years are in. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to cherish it, aren't I? I'm wondering what Karasuno's game plan. I think the game plan is to just attack, keep up with the points until they come up with a solution to take Ushijima out. That's what it feels like anyway, because, you know what I mean, they're kind of not, they don't really have a game plan, do they? So they're kind of just making up as they go along, sort of. There are timeouts, technical ones, which happen every 8? Did they say? Every 8 rounds, or points, shall I say. Which is interesting. And also, like, Yachi said that, yeah, so she's clearly doing her homework. I like it when it obviously, like, highlights that kind of stuff. Again, when it comes to the show, like, they put in the things that other shows wouldn't do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they go to point out, like, the finer details of stuff when they don't really have to. Like, you know what I mean? They never have to. If they weren't in there, like, you wouldn't particularly notice. But because they're in there, like, it's nice. Oh, God. I love the Kageyama faking to go spike it, but then immediately tossing it. That's great. You gotta get like to be able to do it that fast with that like kind of finesse. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of fucking talent. The first set obviously went to Shiratorizawa. There was a 9 fucking point gap between them, which is mental. I don't think we've ever seen Karasuno with that kind of point deficit between against the team that they're up against. Which just highlights Shiratorizawa's like dominance essentially. I also like how it's highlighting Nishinoya, because I feel like when he first joined the show, like in like episode fucking 5 or whatever it was, they clearly highlighted like, you know, obviously with Kageyama being like the genius, you know what I mean? Like a straight genius, right? They've got another one, which was Nishinoya, the guy who is a libero who is fucking like quality receiving, and that there shouldn't be like another, like there shouldn't be another character in this show that is as good as receiving as he is. You know what I mean? And I feel like maybe he's kind of been put to the back a little bit, especially in this tournament, like previously, because Daiichi's got like such a forward role as to someone who receives and stuff. And I get that because obviously with it being, I'm guessing, the last tournament that he's in, it's nice to get that showcase, because at the end of the day, you know what I mean, Nishinoya's still got this and then one more year to do it because he's a second year. So, you know what I mean, I like how it's sort of, I feel like I can feel the transition. You know what I mean, this is where it's more Nishinoya taking that spot and making it his. Daiichi's had his moments, you know what I mean, he's had his big moments, and it's like Nishinoya's turn, and I feel like obviously they're highlighting him, which is cool. I can't wait to see that because I like Nishinoya. Nishinoya is like my second favorite character, so yeah. And also I think honestly it pays to be fucking left-handed in volleyball. You know, because when it comes to left-handed people, it's obviously a lot more rare than right-handed people, and I never even thought that like in a game of volleyball where your wing spiker is generally better if you're right-handed anyway and you're a wing spiker, you're better off being on the right-hand side of the court, because you've got all of this space like to actually aim it. Whereas if you're on the left and you're right-handed, then you're kind of limited, unless you're like fucking Bokuto and just fucking and do that thing, and you're able to pull that off. Then that's fine. But it's still more difficult than just having this whole area where you can spike it. So if you're on the left-hand side of the court and you're right-handed, it's more tough. But I feel like because of the way the rotation works, it almost pays to be left-handed. And also just the fact that, you know what I mean, it changes the way the ball moves if you hit it with your left hand, which can put people off because it's slightly different. It was pointing that out before, you know what I mean? I said that last episode, like, if he's hitting it with his left, then there'll be a slight difference, like, it would differentiate the spin of the ball. It wouldn't be going the way it would, like, it would be going the opposite rotations the way you would hit it with your right. So, you know what I mean? It pays to be fucking left-handed. Like, you know what I mean? He's got all of this fucking talent, and he's left-handed to boot, which is great. So yeah, it's definitely interesting. But yeah, that is all for this week. Yeah. So the next two will be Tuesday of next week for patrons. And YouTube, I guess, because it always comes out on Tuesday. Anyway, yeah, so that's that. Alright, so in the description below, I've got links to certain things, Discord being one of them. I urge everyone to go over there, because that is where polls and all of that for future reaction shows and things out, what I'm going to react to next, they all start in the Discord. So I urge you to go over there if you want me to react to a certain show and get your voice out there, essentially. Hopefully get your show on the next poll. We have Dungeons and Dragons, fucking karaoke, streaming shit. We've got all that shit going on, you know what I mean? So yeah, if you're interested in any of that, pop over there. I'm always there, so you know what I mean. If you want to come say hi, you want to, you know, get into some conversation, then you can do that. Patreon, obviously, yeah, early access, $5 a month. You get 4 episodes of every show every week. So that's 4 episodes of Steins Gate, 4 episodes of Haikyuu, 4 episodes of Tokyo Ghoul, and 4 episodes of Code Geass every single week. That's, you know, that's 16 episodes of reactions that you get a week. That's 64 episodes across the whole month. YouTube and general public and whatnot, they only get 32 videos, like reaction videos, a month. So you get double that, and for the low price of $5 a month. So it's a pretty good deal, I'd say. I'm also reacting to Parasite, but that is exclusive to Patreon, $15 patrons or higher, which is the exclusive tier, while it's airing. So if you do want to watch me react to that, then you will have to be a $15 patron or higher while it's airing. But if you can't justify the price, don't worry, you're not left out of the loop. Just wait until I've finished the whole show. Once I've finished it all, then it'll go up on YouTube. Okay, so you're looking at about 2.5 months at most. Okay, so don't worry about it, you're not left out of the loop there. Also, I have my PO box address in the description below, so if you do want to send me anything, then yeah, that address is down there. And I'll open it up on camera, and it'll be a nice little addition to the video. But if you don't want me to react to it on camera, then just make sure you tell me in the package, and I will refrain from doing so. So that is it. So thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.